1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And the November is here. December around the corner.
Man.
I go by the name of
Life.
And here, this is the Real Cast. Everybody out there listening, everybody that's watching, you can subscribe to YouTube and also subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Google, all that good stuff where you're able to listen to podcasts out there. And today, I got the ladies. Let me give y'all some more.
Hey.
I got the ladies.
All right now.
Usually be a sausage fest, but I wanted to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? With Meme.
What's happening?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, how you been?
A long time. Been good. How about yourself? How's the wife? How's the kids? Everybody.
Everybody doing good. You know how it is, man. Just the
How was
holidays.
y'all Thanksgiving? Like what? Like was you in the kitchen too?
No.
Oh my god.
He was just eating, Meme. He was just eating.
Oh my god.
If I was in there to get a plate, that's it.
It's getting a little hood in here.
That's
I
it.
need you to.
Just either get a plate or put a plate back when I was done.
Oh my Lanta.
Now, when did you throw your leftovers away, Real?
Hold on, let me give you the proper introduction because me and Meme, we ain't speaking in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But I want to say, it's been high school. It's been 20-some years. We're going to show our age tonight, damn it.
Oh, God. Don't do that.
We're going to say it's been 20-plus years.
It has been. I'm glad we reconnected on Insta, on the love for music.
No doubt. But you was asking me how long for the leftovers?
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 days. 3 days. I think that's enough. You know what I'm saying?
It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They was out in the trash.
Yeah.
I think anything after that, like you gotta make a trip to the hospital. Like urgent care, or something like that. You pushing it. Like come on now. 3 days is too much. What about y'all? Y'all was more than 3 days?
I didn't cook. I was like you. I took some Tupperware and collected my goods and came on back. So no, I didn't cook. But yeah, Sunday is when everything got cleared out.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You was going to people's homes? That's what you was doing, collecting plates? Come on.
Yeah. I didn't cook. I wasn't up to the task this year. I was exhausted this year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Meme, you too? You ain't cook?
No, I cooked, but I cooked very small this year. I didn't do anything like over the top. Every pan was like 2 dayable anyway. So, it was pretty small.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people saying that this year they wasn't going to make a lot of food. They're going to just keep it real small. And even online, even online, I didn't see a lot of people showing their food. I don't know because they can't cook. Wow. But there wasn't a lot of.
Well, I'm glad. I'm tired. We all got the same greens, collard greens, turkey, mac and cheese. We all have different variations of the same food. So say same to you, and that's it. Keep it pushing. That's all I wanted for the people to do.
Yeah, right. I mean, but not even that. Groceries expensive. I don't know last time you went to the grocery store, but listen, you know, back in the day, $200, you come out your whole bag.
Like you damn near got 2 carts.
Yes.
Right.
Right now, $50 is 2 items.
Two bags. Two bags. That's it.
Ooh.
Facts. You go to Publix, you buy 5 items. That's $100.
See, I don't even mess with Publix. I can't even do Publix. Publix is my joint, but I can't. Mm-mm.
So how's the fam, Chantel? How y'all Thanksgiving? How's the fam?
Everybody is good, man. Everybody is good. I honestly can't complain. God is good. You know, we doing good. I can't even begin to complain. I hear a lot of people talking about stuff going on, you know, losing their jobs and can't afford stuff, but you know, we doing just fine.
Good. That's good to hear.
I'm in North Carolina. Where's everybody else?
Okay, still in South Florida.
Miami girl, born and raised.
Yeah, I was born and raised there, but now I'm in North Carolina. I miss home though. I miss home.
Hey, guess where she from?
Where's she from?
Guess.
Carol City.
We all
Say
neighbors.
Carol City like me. Say Carol City like me.
We all neighbors.
I I didn't go to Carol City, but I'm from Carol City. I
Uh-oh.
went to American,
Okay.
actually. I went to
Okay.
American. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all good. Still in the
But all
same
right,
area.
come
You know
on,
what I'm
Carol
saying?
City.
Yes, some Chiefs, baby. Yes, yes.
Yeah. And before we get started, man, I gotta say this off top because the last podcast I did, we talked about Andre. Y'all familiar with Andre 3000? He did the flute album.
Yep.
You look at your face.
Yeah, because why would you say is y'all familiar? Don't disrespect.
No, I don't know where we went, but it's been going on. Thanksgiving, you could have been too busy to hear about it, but I don't know. But I've been getting a lot of, text messages and DMs about, Dre out selling all these albums and stuff. But I just want to say, guys, it's not a rap album. It's an alternative album. So it's irrelevant to compare Three Stacks with all the rap albums that came out this year. Of course, he's going to outsell it because it's not a rap album.
But he's three stacks though.
Yeah, so
I think just off the simple fact that he's three stacks, I think,
Just off the muscle, just off it being who he is and how he sporadically just pops out of nowhere. How so many people have stories of just seeing him playing the flute in the airport, just off rip, right? It's gonna do that. So it's Three Stacks.
Yeah.
Did you guys listen to it?
I have not, but I'm going to add it to. I have a meditation. I have like playlist is my thing. I have a meditation playlist, and I heard that it's going to be super dope to add that to my playlist. So I want to take the time to actually listen to it to see what I want added to my meditation playlist.
Okay. Chantel, what about you?
I did. I listened to it. I mean, from beginning to end, it's not my bag, but I gotta support the bro. So, I'm gonna listen to it. And it wasn't what I expected. I was very disappointed. But he says in his interview that he said he ain't got nothing to say. He said, what he gonna rap about? He said, what is he gonna rap about? Being 40-something years old, his perspective on life changed. And so he's like, look, this is me now. And I get it. I respect it,
Yeah, I respect it too. I listened to it. I was aware that he wasn't going to rap. He said it on I think it was a GQ interview. He said he wasn't going to rap.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I still didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I want to stack, man. But it's exactly what you said it's for. It's for meditation music, that kind of stuff.
And I guess I think you just got to kind of be into that. Like I said, I already have a meditation playlist where it's just, especially like super early in the morning when there's nothing happening, nobody's talking to me yet, and I don't have to answer a dumbass email, any of that stuff. The meditation playlist is vital to how we can proceed with the day, right? And so I think that if you into it, you into it, and I feel like that would be a dope ass addition to what's already popping on that playlist.
I gotta be honest. I'm not gonna go back to it.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go back to it. But shout out to him, man. He's still one of the GOATs. He's still part of one of the best duos in rap history, Outkast. So salute to him.
Sure, absolutely. You can't take that away from him.
No,
I mean, like he has had some of the best verses ever, and like he's amazing.
Oh, you want to start there? See, I asked that question last week. I'm gonna start it with y'all since you brought it up. What is your favorite Three Stacks verse?
Oh my gosh,
that's kind of hard to narrow down. But off the top of my head, just thinking right now, his verse on "I Do" with Jeezy and Jay-Z, murked it. Murked.
Oh
Thank
gosh,
you.
I agree. No,
just off the top of my head, I know if I had to think some more, I know I have some more, but
that was a dope verse. That was a dope verse.
He killed it. He killed it.
Where the Jeopardy music at?
Yeah, I know you need that because I'm thinking of Outkast. I'm thinking of his solo albums.
Sure.
Just one dope verse. It could be either one. It could be his solo albums. He didn't really have a solo album except for the flute, but The Love Below, I guess, would be considered.
Right, that would kind of be his thing, right? Which it still was Outkast, but also just some rapping on one. Yeah, sure.
Just one verse.
I would probably say, Come back to me. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Because now you know I'm a Gemini, so the way that my brain processes, I have like all these different songs going on in my head right now.
Circle back, friend. I know that's right.
You a Gemini too? Both of y'all Geminis?
No, Capricorn. Capricorn season is fastly approaching. Get ready.
Oh God, not the Caps.
Wow. But I had said last week.
What is yours?
Last week I'm gonna stick to it. I said it's a song that's on T.I. album called Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if y'all heard it.
Oh yes.
Man, he rapped that verse. He rapped like 3 or 4 minutes. Like
yes, he kept going.
And he slows it down and then he starts singing.
Yeah, his cadence on that.
That's probably like my favorite. I mean, he has, like y'all said, he has a lot of great verses, but that one right there, I could just think of that stands out. Like he's like, I apologize to my rap partner for messing up the tour money and all. Like he got real deep into that verse.
Yeah,
that's probably my favorite verse.
I forgot about Sorry. Oh, you're gonna have me go play that after this.
Yeah, like if y'all, everybody there listen, if you never heard it, it's on T.I.'s Paper Trail album, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry.
Which is a great album. Yeah.
Probably his best album to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So
the art of storytelling. Part 1.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I can dig that.
That's a good one. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that one. That one's dope. Absolutely. Also like the verse he had on the Quimini.
For sure.
Yeah. It will be here all night, you know. Picking out verses by him, but he's definitely one of the GOATs, man. Salute to him.
Players Anthem.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with him. You can't. That was a cool verse, but that was cool. That was cool. I had another one in mind that I can't think of, but even on Cool Breeze, he had it was really short, but he went first. Cool Breeze, he was a part of the Dungeon family. I forgot the name of the song. But he went first, and he was like, "Somebody give me number 2 pencil because they test." Like, yeah. Dope. Yeah. All right, so
he's a wordsmith for sure.
Definitely one of the GOATs. So I got my little notes here. I'm gonna be all professional and stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, we ain't got no notes. I mean, I didn't have to prepare. Like, I mean,
I started to send y'all the questions, but I felt like it would have been better just be organic and just throw it out there, just see the responses. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all are great, you know, musically inclined. So, okay. Give me, doesn't matter when, what time, what era. Give me y'all top 5 R&B female groups.
Female groups?
Go ahead, Mimi. I'm gonna let you have that.
SWV. Destiny's Child, the first one, all 4. Latavia and Latoya.
The first one.
Yeah, Latavia and Latoya included. It's very important that you specify.
You have to specify.
Specificity is very imperative. Destiny's Child, the 4 group. Even though Michelle, the Bridge Williams, is very important to what Destiny Child evolved into, but the first one, that was childhood. So, definitely Destiny's Child, the 4 group member. TLC.
She's the Bridge Queen, though.
Yeah, she is the Bridge Williams. You have to call a spade a spade. You have to call a spade a spade. Absolutely. TLC, just for their contributions to what girl groups evolved into. We could throw it back to the Supremes because they were the standard. What number was that? Is that number 4?
I think that's 4. Yeah, so you got one more.
Yeah, 4 SWV to another girl group. It's not a toss up just because I was actually listening to them today. Total. Just because of what they contributed to what the sound was. It wasn't your average sound. It was very gritty. Nobody could really sing to me, right? I'm a singer, so nobody could really sing, but the music felt good.
Yeah.
So yeah. Total.
Man, Tiff, that's her favorite song. Can't you see, man? She played that no matter where we go.
It's like whatever you can. They contributed to what that 90s sound was. Like you can't. The disrespect if you have a 90s R&B playlist and they're not on there. The disrespect. So don't be like that.
Agreed.
I agree.
Agreed. They brought a grittiness to R&B.
Yes,
I think
it was like such a grit.
They had that grittiness, and then their whole vibe was just real.
Absolutely.
Like they had that swag. I was just like, yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Honorable mention. Just because when I sang in middle school, especially if you wanted to do a song for the down to the local talent show, you would have to pull an Escape out of your bag. So honorable mention, Escape.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. That's dope. That's a dope list.
Okay. Agreed.
Okay. 5. It ain't gotta be no particular order. Just your top 5.
5.
And if you want to, you can throw honorable mention in there too. What you got?
So I'm gonna take it back. Janae.
Come on now. What you talking about? What you talking about?
Janae, you remember them?
Okay. What you talking about?
Listen, that was back in our era. Like their album, their first album, like that was like, that when I hear that album, it just takes me back. Yeah. Gives you all the emotions.
Shout out to KG, the producer who signed them. Big Jers, Naughty by Nature. What's up?
Yeah. So we're gonna keep that same wave, Floetry. And only reason why I say that is because Marsha Ambrosia was on the Soul Train Awards and the Cypher, and that just took me back to Floetry and the magic that they did together.
For sure.
They was on the Soul Train Awards that just came on?
Marsha was, not Floetry, because they hadn't been together in years. Right. But Marsha Ambrosia, who was part of Floetry, was on there.
Right. I'm gonna have to check that out. I missed it.
Yes, the Cypher on the Soul Train, the R&B Cypher was amazing. They had my boy, who did it? I'll come back. My brain is on the girls. Okay, Floetry. I'm in agreement with Total. They were on my list. Changing Faces.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I stroke you up, huh?
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
Come on.
Wow. Nobody talks about them.
They don't.
They should.
They don't.
They're also on my playlist.
They was associated with R. Kelly and all that other stuff was going on.
Sure.
But they did a song. They did a song. Everybody talks about "Stroke You Up," rightfully so, because it's a dope record. But keep it right there. That Devontae Smith.
Yes.
Come on now. Come on. They don't play the song.
Yes. I'm a stick with her. Like so, I said total 702 and SWV.
Yeah.
702 is my honorable mention. SWV has to be in that top 5 because they're SWV.
I like that. And rest in peace to Shorty that passed away from for 702.
For sure. So her twin sister passed away a few years ago, and then now it's only one left now. There's only one sister left. Yeah.
Wait, two members passed away?
So originally, back in the early 90s, I don't know if you remember, 702 had this song with this group called Subway.
Subway, of course. This game we play.
Okay. Yeah. So originally, both twins were in the group. Both twins were there first.
Yeah.
Then they moved on, and they just ended up doing the 3 girls. And I think the first twin, she passed away maybe 6 years ago, something like that. Somewhere along that line, she passed away, and then of course, Shorty just passed away a month or so ago. So yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I heard she had a twin, but I didn't know she. So the twin was a part of the group.
Yes, she was originally a part of the original group. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Rest in peace to both of them. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, both of y'all had a good list, man. Shout out to y'all. Pull out some different names, Totems, name, poetry.
Yeah.
Man. What about you, Rail? Who are your top 5?
That's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna throw the host out there like that.
You can't throw us under the bus, and I'm with it.
Okay, let me think about this. I'm gonna say SWV. Man, it's so many. There's so many. I'll say no, I can't say them. I can.
Say them. Just do it.
Okay. SWV. TLC. Total. So I got two more.
Mm-hmm.
Man, how I come up with the question, but I can't.
I'm just like,
I'm trying to give like different
you
people some
know, you know who we failed on, y'all.
Who? Because I might pick them.
In Vogue, bro.
Oh, yeah.
In Vogue had some.
They would. So they would. If I had to like do a top 10, like top 5 is always like more nerve wracking because you have to like literally compact this list. If it was top 10, and Vogue is definitely in my top 10 for sure. Just again, just all of what they contributed to that sound. Like all of them were lead singers.
Yes.
Get into it.
They can sing. All of them can sing.
All of them were lead singers.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I got two more. You know what? I wasn't gonna put them on there, but I gotta put them on there because I bought their first album because not only were they dope, but they look good. I'm about to say DC Destiny Child. That's my fourth. Yeah. And for the fifth, I'll go with Escape.
Okay.
Come on, Escape.
I'll go with Escape. Yeah.
Who can I run to? Who can I run to? Yeah, very much.
Yep.
Yeah, that was tough, man. That was tough.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta have the answers if I'm gonna come up with a question. What's going on? Crazy. So you stay in that realm right there. We just talked about best groups. Give me your favorite female R&B album, solo album. What's your favorite?
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Hold up. We ain't gonna do that. Nope.
Why?
Can't do that. We can't do that. And this is the big debate, right? I'm gonna tell you why we can't do that. That's a rap. She's a rapper. That's a rap album. Even though she was singing on it, that's a rap album.
I beg to differ, but okay, I'll take a back seat. Okay.
Yeah. Who else you got? Don't get me wrong, the album is a classic. It's a classic album, but that's a rap album. Shout out to Jers.
Whole album?
Yeah, who's your favorite female R&B album? Who has your favorite album that you go to all the time?
May she rest in peace. Aaliyah. The one with At Your Best. What is the album called?
The AJ number. The first album?
Yeah, I think that was the first album.
AJ number. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that for right now because I can't. Because R&B female albums, like when I think the greatest, I'm thinking like I can pop it in and listen from beginning to end.
Yeah, let it ride straight through for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one though. That's a good pick. Mimi, who you got?
Are we doing top 5 or are we just doing whatever come to our mind?
No, just do one. Your favorite R&B.
Favorite all time? Brandy, Full Moon. Done.
You said which was it?
Full Moon.
Oh,
we're done.
Yes, that's a good one.
I got a bone to pick with you with Brandy, but we're gonna get to that later. But why is that? I've been waiting to ask you this question for years too. Okay. But why did you
go?
Why did you pick the album though?
Because the album is a straight through. There's no skips, and the way that Rodney Jerkins produced it, literally is on a loop. One song goes straight into the next.
Yes,
he literally produced it just that way, so that you almost can't skip it. You have to hear the next song because it literally transitions into the next song. So it's a no skip. And it's a cult classic. It didn't do as big as it was supposed to because obviously that was around the time she got pregnant. Couldn't promote it. They promoted different. Back in our day, it was promoted differently. If the album wasn't put out like how the marketing wasn't put how it was supposed to, then it kind of got slept on. So it's just kind of like a cult classic. But Full Moon for sure.
Yeah, I think also like you said. That at that time, it wasn't cool to be pregnant.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it's cool to be married and have kids and all that. But once back then, if you was married, he had a baby, especially if you was looking at that image as she was as a good girl, it wasn't a good thing. But yeah, that's definitely a cult classic. But to me, my personal opinion, I think that's her best album.
You think that's her best album?
I would say so.
I agree.
That first one was fire too. You know, that first one is
the first one, absolutely. As her debut album as a 16-year-old, like however they have her. Sonya is a lot of things, but people can say whatever they want to about her mom. Sonya is a lot of things, but what she did do, set her up to perfection. Let's drop this album. Let's drop this show. All of these things happening simultaneously, and this girl is 16 years old, killing it.
Yeah, TV, music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
she was a superstar. A superstar.
And even though she got pregnant young, her career has been stellar. Like, just awesome. Absolutely. I agree. I had to look at my playlist. A Seat at the Table, Solange Knowles. Okay. I don't care what nobody say. That album.
Okay.
That album is amazing. Okay. Solange put her everything in that album. I mean, I love that album.
Gotta agree.
Cranes in the Sky.
Gotta agree. Have to agree.
That's an album. That's an album.
Have to agree.
That's an album. That girl, she did that. I love that. I can put that album on and literally play it from beginning to end, no skips, and it's a vibe.
Right.
It's a vibe.
I like that. So I would say, I'm going to answer it. It's a lot. It's too many. You know, I thought of Mariah, Vision of Love. I thought of Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation. I had to go through my playlist. I say Whitney Houston, man, 1985. I believe her debut album, but I'm looking at the playlist. You Give Good Love, Saving All My Love to You.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? I think for her to start off with this, I think this is her debut album, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But to have all these hits on this one album at a young age, this is just like how we said with Brandy, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. See, now you got me off on a tangent now. Anita Baker, Rapture.
I thought about that too.
Oh.
Thought about that too. She was on my mind too. I was thinking about her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. But you know what? I might as well, since we talked about Brandy, let me ask you right quick, Mimi, because I've been wanting to ask you this for you.
Yeah, what's your beef? What's your beef with Brandy? Let's talk about it.
All right. I saw you post maybe a year or two ago, something like that. Your favorite Brandy and Monica song. Off rip, you know, they only did 2 together. And you picked the other one.
Did I say it was my favorite, or did I say I would have rather them have done that? Because I think this was like during the Verzuz era. So when they were doing it on Verzuz, and you know, this is the big climax, right? Everyone's waiting for this to be the moment. And it was so awkward. I would have rather them have done the other song than The Boy Is Mine. Because The Boy Is Mine, all the girls were singing that. I still sing that. Like, don't sit next to me, because I don't care who you pick. You could be Brandy and I could be Monica. But whoever go first, I'm going to go second. And we're going to go back and forth like we in the video. Right? It don't matter which one you do. But the way that we waited, it was like we was at a women's conference, how long the Verzuz was. I fell asleep, woke up, and my phone was still playing the Verzuz. They were still on the stage. And we waited. And I said, oh, shit, they about to do the song.
So that was more pertaining to Verzuz, but not the actual
That was
song.
more pertaining to that. That was more like, The Boy Is Mine is going to, that's the only thing that they both won a Grammy for.
Yeah.
The Boy Is Mine is what it is. But yeah, I would have rather seen them did that shit. At least like I could have snapped my fingers and did my step to that one, to the other song, as opposed to the, you know, I was down bad. I slammed my computer shut. So we ain't beefing no more.
Yeah, you know what? I take it back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because at first I'm like, there's no way you like this other song. Boy's Mine. Like,
I mean, I like the other song too. Shout out to Rico Love. I like the other song. Rico
did that song?
Oh,
absolutely.
Yes.
So,
I love Rico.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, every time I heard that song come on, I turned it. Like the first 3 seconds, you know, because like they say, like if the first 3 seconds of the song don't grab you, you turn it. And that little piano part, I'm like, nah, I gotta get out of here. And I tried one day just to listen to it, and I was just like, the beat is
I love
off.
the song.
Yeah, the beat is off, and the lyrics is. I'm like, this ain't doing it. That boy ran away from both of them when they made that song. Yeah, man. So we could take that.
I'm glad we squashed. Look, I'm glad we squashed that beef.
We
Look, you had beef, but not beef.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we squashed.
This was on my mind for years too, man. Like, how did you not get in the boy's mind? I didn't understand that. All right. So speaking of verses too, we're gonna get in hip hop, but ask one more R&B question. Look at Shanti waiting on the hip hop. Ask one more R&B question. If there was a versus between Mariah Carey and Janet Jackson, who y'all got?
Janet.
Damn, you said that fast.
I'm not a Mariah fan.
Oh, what? Come on.
I'm not.
What? Why not?
Respectfully, I think she has an amazing voice and range, but she just, I don't know. My problem with her is the way that she came, and I know it's the monster that is the record industry. Right. How she came out as Mariah, and then she got all hip hop-ish, and then I'm like, ma'am.
So like, look, right? It was actually a more natural transition that people are paying attention to, because when Mariah came out, she was giving the girls gospel, black anyway, right? So I feel like the next thing would have naturally been to. I mean, I know it kind of seems like overbearing, because next thing you know, you damn near was in the More Money, More Problems video. You was in suits and shit too. I get it.
Right.
But I think it was actually a pretty natural transition, because gospel into that lane of R&B is not too far-fetched. And now she wasn't doing gospel per se, but most of her early stuff had it was heavy with choirs in the background, and that stuff. Actually, like her first background singers was Kelly Price and her sister, so it was very choir driven.
Right.
So I think the transition was pretty natural, but I know it kind of seemed like maybe it was a step away, and when she stepped back, it was like, what's going on here? Is that Jada Kiss them in the background? What's going on?
Right. You with ODB, like who?
Right.
It didn't resonate well with me, so that's just my hang up with Mariah. I mean, not against her singing, but just how they packaged her for me. It just I wasn't.
You know what it was? According to her, she was young and she was married to Tommy Latola, who was the head of the label at the time.
Right. That's what I said. It's the monster.
Right. So he had her doing all these kind of songs. Had that image with her. Then she got loose and hung with them niggas.
Wow.
And she started being her natural self. That's just what it was. She started being herself. Yeah, she started hanging with Paul.
When she married Nick Cannon, I was like, sis.
Yeah, so she let her real self come out.
Me and Mariah. Yeah. ODB, yes.
Started hanging with Puff, ODB, and the Locks, and Jermaine Dupri, and Dream.
Ooh, the Locks.
Yeah. So you say Janet Jackson.
That's my girl.
Mimi, who you got between these two?
I got Mariah. It's like the versatility is insanity. So yeah, I might have to go with Mariah, and a lot of people unfortunately sleep on her pen game too. So yeah, she's a monster. So Mariah, and her voice changed over time, such as life. You get a little older, whatever, all of the things that you've gone through, or whatever. But she still, in the changes of her voice, she still knew how to make a hit and a hit and a hit. Like when she came back out with "We Belong Together," just forget it. Like you couldn't turn on anything. You couldn't turn on anything. So, like, she knew, like, even in all of life's trials and transitions and all of the things, early Mariah with "Vision of Love" and "Someday" and all that stuff that's still heavily on my playlist right now, right? And then you come back, you have your stuff in the mid 90s with the Locks and ODB and all that stuff. So that's the era. And now we come back in the early 2000s, and it's like, y'all thought I was finished. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. Amen. She came right on back.
Right.
I have to do Mariah. I would have to.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would say Mariah because she has, if I'm not mistaken, she has more number ones than a lot of people. And Janet is great. A lot of her best stuff came out in the 80s,
In the 90s.
in the 90s, and Mariah kept on. If they did, obviously both of them have more than 20 hits.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
But me personally, I think that if they did 20, I think Mariah probably gonna win about 17.
And I would have to agree. Yeah.
Like Mariah has the all-time best Christmas song. She plays that. That's a W right there.
I hate that song. I'm proud of Mariah, man.
You just don't like Mariah at all. Like, how do you not like the Mariah Christmas song?
I don't like Mariah. I'm not a heavy ballad. Like, I don't. It's just that strong singing. It's not me. I just don't like Mariah.
But like, is she get into like Always Be My Baby and Love Takes Time and Hell Touch My Body and One Sweet Day with Boys to Men? It's like it just keeps going. And Janet and also being that those songs came out so long ago, Mariah's more later. They're more relatable to people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know the last song really by Janet that
Janet hadn't dropped anything in the teens or the 20s. Like, she just hasn't. She stopped making.
I think she dropped something like early 2000, and I think it was like maybe 2001 or 2 when she dropped 4 when she was
her last album was Janet, I think. The Janet album, and that was back in 2001.
Yeah, so I think that was around the Nutty Professor when she played in that.
Yeah.
No, she had something. She had something after that because she's done songs with J. Cole. That was okay. And she did a song with Nelly. That was okay. But after that, I don't. You don't have.
I don't know nothing about them. So Lord, I ain't never heard. I don't know nothing about it.
You gonna play Pleasure Principle?
For sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's wait a while. Together again. When I think of you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you'll play Control. You'll play Scream, the song she did with Michael.
Pleasure Principle.
Yeah, but Mariah just got.
Mariah has a discography that goes on and on for sure.
Right. Sure. Definitely, man. So shout out to them too. All right. Yeah, you really don't like Mariah. That's funny. But hip hop. Let me see what y'all. You know what I'm saying? How y'all in the hip hop bag? You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
The same question I asked: your best R&B album. What's your favorite? What's your top? I'm not gonna get too technical with hip hop. I don't know if y'all there yet. I don't know. So
don't disrespect it. Don't disrespect it.
I'll turn into a music geek. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna start off easy.
All right.
What's your all time favorite hip hop album?
I'm gonna let you go, Mimi.
Don't let me go. I need a second. Let somebody else go.
Well, I mean, you said it's a rap album, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and say Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, since you said it's a rap album.
There we go. Now that's rap. There we go.
Since you say that,
there we go, because it's a rap album. She's a rapper.
Okay, my favorite rap album, and this is what I used to listen to from cover to cover. I would have to do an honorable mention after that one.
Let's do it.
So my first one is Life After Death.
Ooh.
And my second one is Dark and Hell is Hot.
Nice. Okay.
I was torn between College Dropout. Kanye.
That me too. That was.
Oh, Kanye.
Yeah, for sure.
And dramatic. Like, that's just like.
There we go. Since you said it, I could already go ahead and answer. Anybody that knows me, they answered already. My all-time favorite hip-hop album is Illmatic. Not even close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Illmatic. Yeah. It was highly bootleg. He just came it really was. It was highly bootleg. Like, he came out with the songs with main source. They were trying to figure out who he was, and it was highly bootleg, and he only had 9 songs. I think that album was probably it was under an hour. maybe 40 something minutes. You know what I'm saying? He painted a picture like he was dope, and he made that album. He was, a lot of people don't know, he was only 16 years old, 17 years old when he made the album.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my all-time favorite album, Illmatic. But why did you pick, no surprise to people who know me, but why did you pick, Shanti, why did you pick Lauryn Hill as your favorite rap album? What made you pick that album?
Because that album spoke to me. Like, it drew emotions out of me. For an album to like make you like emotional, it's just one of those albums that it just spoke to me. Like, I would be singing it at the top of my lungs, rapping the lyrics. Like, it was a ill ass album. I loved it.
Let me talk to the fellas real quickly. This is very important, fellas. If you walk into the house, right? And this is a great album. I got the album. I got it here. Great album. If you walk into the house and your lady is playing Non-Factor, just turn back around. Just turn back around, because
how you know that it just ain't come up on the shuffle?
No,
like, it's on my shuffle. So if it's shuffling the deck,
right.
I'm gonna sing along.
It could, but if you get to that part, care for me, when you get like,
I'm gonna sing with my chest.
Fellas, turn around.
Sing with my chest.
Turn around, because something happened. You did something wrong. She found something. Something happened. Leave the premises right away. That's all I'm saying, fellas. Thank me later. I'm telling you.
I can't believe this.
But it also told like a story, like the way that the album was produced. It was like, you know, the kids in the classroom, and then like the songs, and then they had the intermissions and the kids talking, and it was like a whole, like, just an amazing production for the album. It just flowed, and then, you know, when you began to hear the backstory on what she had been going through at the time, and then for everything to just abruptly just kind of like stop for her, that album is that album for me.
Classic album.
Yeah, it is.
So, Mimi, what made you go with Life After Death and It's Dark and Hell is Hot? Recipes to both of them too.
So my brother was the biggest DMX fan ever in the universe, right? In the whole world. And so I was introduced to DMX through him. I was trying to remember the name of the other album, because he literally released 2 albums in the same year, which I thought was like insanity, but like they both was ice cold. But it was just one of those things that my brother had on repeat, and so I was a DMX fan by default. Actually, as a youngster, that was the thing that he was into. Biggie, I actually named my dog Biggie, so I hope he don't just start looking around like, you talking to me? I was a fan of the first album, Ready to Die, right? And there's so many classics off of that album, but Life After Death, obviously, no one knew he was going to die literally right before the album dropped. But once I got it, and then he had passed away, the connection that it had with his death, and it just like, it couldn't have been a more perfectly written story. I know it sounds so crazy. It might sound a little bit morbid. It might sound a little dark, right? But it
with everything that's coming out with Diddy now, I mean, you'd be like,
you know, it was just a perfectly written story. Everything about it just flowed masterfully. And that album, no skips for me.
Yeah, it was like a movie that he
right.
It was.
It was very cinematic from the intro to the skits.
Sure.
It was like a movie.
Sure.
Definitely.
So
Flesh of My Flesh was the other album DMX dropped at the same time.
Yes, I couldn't think of the name of it. I was looking at it in my head, but I couldn't think of it. But yes.
Yeah. I watched the I don't know, somebody had did like a movie about DMX's life, and just how unheard of it was for an artist to drop two albums in the same year, and those albums do extremely well. Yeah, like nobody else had done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. What it was, the story is that When he made the first one, "As Dark as Hell is Hot," Def Jam wanted him to immediately come out again because it was Hot Life.
It was that, yeah.
Yeah, so he had leftovers from that album, and he went in and dropped the second album. Yeah, I don't think from what I remember, I don't think he wanted to drop the second album, but they really wanted him to drop the second album. So yeah, I think he's the only person that's done that had 2 number 1 albums in 1 year.
In the same year. Yep. Yeah.
So let me ask you guys, what is your favorite? I mean, I know you guys are young too. We all young here, But,
okay.
I know that's right.
What's your favorite era in hip hop? You have your 80s, your 90s, 2000s,
90s.
90s. Oh, why 90s?
I don't know. I just think in the 90s we kind of we got into our bag. It was like an era of just a lot of different genres of rap was hitting the scene, and it just, I don't know, it was a good times. Like, people were having fun, and I know we had the West Coast, East Coast rap beef, but it made it exciting.
What a time to be alive. Like, we can only share stories, but what a time to be alive. It had our little crazy ass down here in Miami talking about no damn West Side. Sit your ass down. You ain't never been to no damn. Sit the hell down. But yeah, what a time to be alive.
But I mean, it was so Miami, we had our style of music, right?
Sure,
that was hot.
Sure.
Then you had Atlanta hitting the scene with Day Jones, it was hot. Then you had, New York dudes hot, West Coast hot. Every coast was hot. Everybody had their own thing going at the same time.
Absolutely.
And music was amazing. When you look at the albums that were dropping in the 90s, it was monsters. What? Sure. They all came out. And then it was the CD. You know what I'm saying? Kids now, they don't understand it's about to drop. I'm about to go sit outside the record store. Going to record
store. What's it called? FYE?
Yes. Yeah. Ordering all these CDs. Your mama okay, who ordered all these CDs? Mm-hmm.
What was it? 10 CDs for a penny or something like that?
Yes, it was crazy, but then they charged you a stupid amount after. But I think the music itself, but then just the experience of music, being able to have the videos with the music in the 90s. Videos now, I go look up, my daughter's watching YouTube. I didn't even know they had a video that went with that song, but videos was so important. You had Video Jukebox, you had 106 in Park, where you were waiting on the visual to go along with the song. It was just, man, the 90s, it was a time. It was a time. It was a time. That's my answer. That's my answer.
For sure.
Who you got?
I would have to say the 90s, but I had to specify that mid to late 90s, because there was a specific transition that was happening in 95, 96 when the South had something to say, right? You start seeing that type of stuff, and you start seeing it started broadening, and then you have the emergence of No Limit in the late 90s, and you have coming right behind them Cash Money. So that, I want to say, the cusp right before we transitioned over to the millennium, that was such an important moment in hip hop. I can't wholeheartedly say just that, because I can say I have different eras that were my favorite. We got the late 80s with Rob Bass and all them, and it was happy music, and we wanted to dance because that's when niggas was dancing, right? We was down there sweating out our edges and all of that stuff. But that middle to end of the 90s, early 2000, maybe 2002, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. That was the 106 in Parks, right? That was all of that stuff. That was Puffy and Mace them holding up their Rolexes. That was that era.
Yeah, I agree. There's different moments for me in different eras. Now that I think about it, I would probably say I would say the 90s, but I would probably say at the end of the 80s to like the mid 90s.
Sure.
Because with Run DMC, LL, Big Daddy Kane, Fuji Rap, Beastie Boy during that time, and then the 90s came with Nas, with Jay-Z, with Big, and then on the West Coast, you had NWA came out in 89, actually.
89,
Then later on, I think in 92, probably.
I think it was 91, 92,
Snoop and those guys came out.
Yeah.
You know I'm saying? DOC. And then in the mid 90s, you had the big. You had Wu-Tang come out in 92, I believe. Maybe 92. And you had Black Moon. You had a Tribe Called Quest. You had you had all these different groups that came out, and the thing about it is they all were different. You couldn't identify
who was who. Yeah.
Fat Joe, you had Digging in the Crates, you had Children in the Corn, you had Mace, you had Cameron, you had all these different kind of groups. So and like
I think the thing I liked about it is it was like everybody was doing their own thing in their own right, and it was all amazing. Like now everything just sounds the same. I'm like, my daughter, I'm like, who is that? Oh, that's Little, and that's Little, and that's Little. I'm like, who is Little? Right. I'm like,
who is who?
I
really started feeling like the elders now. Baby, who sang that song? Who sang that song that go like this? I don't know who sing what.
It's just crazy. Back then it was like you had Camp Low, you had like I'm pulling up Camp Low, Digital Underground, Public Enemy, Warren G, Outkast, like they were all different. And when you heard them, you knew exactly who it was. It was like, oh, that's and now it's like it's just all the same. So the 90s just it allowed everybody to flourish and be successful.
Right, and you couldn't back then. You couldn't sound like somebody. They called that biting. And if you saw them, if you met up with them person, they would confront you. You know what I'm saying? You sound like me. They'll come at you. So I would say at the end of the 80s to like the mid 90s for me is my favorite era of hip hop. I would say that. Let me see. I think I'm gonna close it out with this question right here. No, I got two more questions actually. Okay, being we from the crib, you know what I'm saying? We at the crib and all that. I'm give me, I ain't gonna say 5. Just give me 3 when you out, you know, or when you were out, because we're a little older, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you was partying, going to clubs or a house party, whatever the case may be. Give me your top 3 Miami records.
Trick Daddy, you gotta play Trick Daddy. And that's you can't fuck with me or my dog. What? Come on now. Once you hear them 808s, like come on now. Come on now. And you gotta rewind about 18 times before we actually get into the verse. Like let's talk about it. We gotta walk around in a circle for 8 more times and start pointing at who? I don't know. But we point to the imaginary whoever. So I'm a Miami girl through and through, so you gotta play some Uncle Al. You gotta play Bases. What is it called? Bases Gonna Blow Your Mind? That's not the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. This time, Bases Gonna Blow Your Mind.
Come on.
Correct.
Come on.
That is correct. And the third one, I gotta say something about JT Money. Whole problems ain't no problems. Yeah. So JT Money for sure.
Wow. Okay. Miamian. Okay. Yeah. That's good.
I agree with those 3.
No, don't agree.
You gotta add the Trina in there.
You have to add the Trina.
Baddest bitch.
For sure.
That's my girl.
For sure. I mean, are you talking about Miami if you ain't talking about Trina? Like, let's be for real.
Right.
Oh, I got one more honorable mention, and this gonna be so throwback, but she the queen of Miami for real. And this is for all my old heads. If you don't play some Betty Wright, No Pain, No Gain, then we ain't talking about
wow, yeah.
We ain't talking about nothing. If you're not talking about No Pain, No Gain, let's not talk, Bookie.
Shout out to the queen. Rest in peace to the queen. Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at that one. So, who you got, Shanti?
I mean, we got to do some Luke.
Got to do some Uncle Luke somewhere.
Uncle Luke. I mean, do we consider DJ Khaled like, you know?
You could. He's an artist.
he's new wave, not Miami, but you know.
I mean, so he been underground for a long time. Like the hood been knew him.
Yeah, that's how I knew about him.
He's new age now. He's for the people now, but Miami knew him.
And Poison Clan.
Come on, Poison Clan.
What song?
Oh gosh.
According to the Poison Clan,
you can never
We all showing our age right now.
I know, right?
Oh gosh, I don't be knowing the names of the songs. It's just when they come on, you'd be like, "Oh, that's the Poison Clan." Yeah. You know, I ain't been home in a minute, bro. But Poison Clan resonates in my mind. It's stuff we used to listen to. Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, pick it up.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I got, because you know I DJ, so I would go with what Meme said. You know, can't F with the South. You know what I'm saying? That's number one to me. No matter where you go. That's the anthem right there. So I would say that one. I would say Luke Scarred. I would say that one.
Yeah.
And to make it more modern, I would say Rick Ross Hustling.
Yeah. That's how I was thinking. Rick, I got my baby.
Yeah.
You could play Hustling, or you could play the joint he got with Nelly.
Sure.
I can't think of the name of the song, but I play it all the time. But Here I Am. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, of course it's a lot, man. If you juking, you could play Piccolo, you could play all other guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I would say can't F with the style. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make a visit, man. Yeah. But I would say, can't F with the South, Hustling, and Scarred by Luke. You know what I'm saying? I'll put them up there. So before we go, this the one right here.
Here we go.
This the one right here. We're gonna take it back to R&B.
Right.
I gotta sit up straight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. What give me I'm gonna say just 3 songs. When you are going through a breakup, what are the songs that you're listening to get you through it?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh gosh.
She going through a playlist.
I'm looking right now.
I'm looking now too. I'm like, it's
right now. I mean, I got 2 songs at the top of my head, but I need to look at what I'm talking about.
I can answer, but I'm with ladies first. I'm gonna let y'all get that. Want me to go ahead and say mine?
Go ahead.
All right.
Oh, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Ladies first.
No. Do your thing.
Go ahead.
Do your thing. No. Do your thing, brother. All right. I'm gonna do it. You ready?
Go ahead.
First song, Let It Burn, Usher.
Ooh.
Yes.
Second song, Beyonce, What Going Wrong? Come back around. Yeah, I'm singing that to the top of my lungs. Correct. And you said 3? You had said 3?
Yeah.
This one just for like shits and giggles, because it may or may not be true. But I'm listening to Jasmine Sullivan, In Love with Another Man.
You're going there.
I when you said Jasmine,
I was gonna say Buster. You thought I was gonna say Buster.
Yeah. I did.
I mean, I gotta get in my other bag. Yeah, bust the windows maybe, but not really. But just like I think this will insult more. So
Shantae, who you got? Good picks though, Mimi. Good picks. Who you got, Shantae?
City Girls, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I gotta go there.
One.
Yeah, that's gonna play a couple times. Like,
let's talk about it.
To the left, Beyonce.
Yay.
One more.
I don't know. I don't know.
The last one is always the tough one.
I don't know. I'm looking at my playlist. I don't know. Song Cry Jay-Z. Let's do it.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at that.
What would you play?
Okay, my number one. There was a gentleman who was signed to Boys to Men. Album was pretty solid. Right. He goes by the name of Uncle Sam. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He had a
Sammy?
song.
No, Uncle Sam.
No.
Not Sammy, Uncle Sam. I remember him.
No, his name is Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I remember Uncle Sam.
Yeah, he had a song called "I Don't Ever Want to See You Again."
Oh yeah,
I remember that. Really dope record. To me, that's probably the best breakup song ever. Number two, I will go with staying Boys to Men. Actually, Paul's Boys to Men. Doing just fine. Man, that got me through.
Yeah, I'm
now. I'm good now. Back then, it got me through. So yeah, Boys to Men, doing just fine. And no, I'm gonna do one for kicks and giggles too. It's one of my favorite 112 songs. Love You Like I Did.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Man, if I can sing that, I'll sing that right now.
Look out, Jack.
That's a good one.
So people out there watching and listening, put in the comments your favorite. I'm not gonna say your favorite, but some three of your top three songs that help you get through a breakup. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let us know what you think about our picks. Our picks, excluding mine, they were kind of violent and evil.
I go towards the anger. Like the anger gets me through. Like if my music is loud and real harsh.
Fellas, remember what I told you.
Yeah.
All full circle. Non-factor. I'm telling you.
It's just not true, guys.
Before we get out of here, you ladies want to give out your information where to find you guys at?
Absolutely. You can find me down to the local Instagram at Meme Talks and at Talk to Meme the podcast. Y'all check it out. I'm in the books. Let's pop it.
Congratulations on that too.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I have to tune in, Mimi, for sure.
Absolutely, please.
Definitely link up, man.
Yes, absolutely. I'll definitely link up and listen to some of your stuff. I'm a real estate agent by passion. That's what I do every day. So Real Estate the Holloway. I sell houses here in North Carolina, but
I'm on real estate, period.
If I told this how me and Real connected was that if my dream job would have been an A&R exec, back when music was music, I would have loved to have done that. That was my thing. I love music, but
mine too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put both of y'all information in the description so people can follow y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, up in this thing.
And I'm gonna thank y'all, ladies. I appreciate y'all. Spending time with me. I really appreciate it. We probably gotta do this again.
Over there getting cold. My son came right in with my DoorDash. I'm just looking at it.
Oh, Lord. My bad. But I appreciate y'all.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Shantae. You know what I'm saying? Again, we'll do this again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. This is definitely making me go and rethink my playlist. It's about to be on. I still don't like Mariah.
Wow. And on that, we out. We ain't trying to get, she got power. She's right.
The hate train, the Mariah hate train.